The beer is opened. He's good to go.
I am Happy Boy.
All right, welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm David.
And I'm Gary.
And today we're going to talk about...
We're going to talk about beer. No. What are we going to talk
That's
about?
an Oktoberfest beer.
That is an Oktoberfest, you know?
Wow, what a segue.
It is. That was completely an accidental segue.
Into the reading on...
The October Surprise!
Surprise!
Woo! Surprise! Yeah, so every October of an election year, we seem to have something.
Surprise!
Yeah, something comes up that's very surprising. So, we did a little. I think we went into this a little bit on the live stream, but we're going to do it again today.
Which you can check out under the live tab or in the previous videos on this channel.
And thank you for everyone who joined the live stream. It was a lot of fun. It was well viewed, well attended, and that's always makes us happy when we see you guys engaged with us on that stuff.
Yeah.
But we want to talk about the October surprise, whatever that might be. We did October.
Well, if you knew what it was, it wouldn't be a surprise. Yes.
Yeah. So we did a previous reading on this, and I don't remember. Oh, I think we were talking about white nationalists that. Trump admitting that he lost the election by a whisker. Just a whisker. He was just being sarcastic.
Exactly.
Would that be the October surprise because he'd start losing the white nationalist vote? Can imagine competing for that. But
apparently he had they were showing clips, I believe, on Midas Touch of people leaving his rally after like a half an hour on Thursday. And he's like, and it's like, people say people leaving, they're not really leaving, you know. He didn't call them like rhinos or anything like that, but it's just like you see these groups of people just leaving. They've got their MAGA hats on and their USA flag sweatshirts that they're wearing. You know, they're all MAGA'd up. And it's just, yeah.
Yeah, they got to pile into their pickup with the American flags hanging off the bed of the truck and a drive home.
Well, it's funny because I forget when Intuitive saw it. It's been too many years. But they just saw that after a while, it very well could be Linda G. You know, people just streaming towards the exits because they're bored. They go there and it's the same old thing. There's nothing new. They get bored and they leave. You know, they went there to say they went there. They went there to see Trump. They saw Trump, and it's just the insane ramblings of a delusional old man.
Yeah.
It's not compelling.
They got the T-shirt. They went home.
Yeah, it's not compelling. They got their card punch, so they get their free coffee at a Hobby Lobby or go to Golden Corral or something like that.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're gonna throw some cards to see if we can figure out what's going on with the October surprise.
October surprise.
This would be for entertainment purposes only.
Because we have no idea what we're doing.
Kind of like that tail, the tail of the cat clock. See, that's for entertainment purposes only too. Ooh, we're all washed out. Look at this.
I know. Really very white today.
Yes. Oh, there we go. The Italian genes taking in and tanning us up.
Let's see what the October surprise is going to look like. Give us a general idea. October surprise. Money, bribery, favors being done. Okay, 6 coins is about charity. It could be about values and money. This is normally about generosity, delivering to those less fortunate than yourself. We also have the blue and yellow of Ukraine, so we'll keep that in mind since Zelensky met with Trump on Friday. Now, mind you, this surprise could go either way. This could be Trump surprising Kamala Harris. This could be the Democrats surprising Donald Trump.
Could be Zelensky surprising the United States.
Everybody.
Saying, hey, this is Trump offered me this to end the war.
And it's about relationships and deals being made and things along those lines. So already, and underneath it all is the Empress card. Already I've got the vibe that this is going to involve Zelensky and Ukraine. Whether, Trump wants Zelensky to, just like he announced with Hunter Biden thing, he wants an investigation into Kamala Harris. Now, it's going to be an amazing stretch to see how he could possibly do that. But I see, funding. I see Ukraine. I see relationships. And I see, Mother Russia or Ukraine, kind of, this could be like a Mother Russia card, taking care of everything. You got all the grain there that Ukraine's known from. That's why I keep thinking this is Ukraine-based. In the past, it's the Queen of Pentacles. It's the funding, giving them what they need to do what they need to do. Current situation is the Queen of Wands, the childless cat ladies, kind of a Kamala Harris card. And again, with the sunflower, God, if this thing isn't screaming Ukraine, it's hitting all my Ukraine cards. So far, you've got 3 of them in there. Overarching energy is the King of Wands. Somebody trying to take charge and say the actions that they're taking or they're planning on taking.
A lot of wands.
Yeah. And the heartbreak and the betrayal. I think Trump is going to make some announcement of, like, he's brokered a peace deal. You know, he's got his plan to broker the peace deal. It's already been agreed to by Putin and Zelensky, but the war can't stop until he's elected. And then there's nothing there. That's not really an October surprise in the haha gotcha moment, taking the stairs 3 steps at a time, opening the door and saying haha caught you, Mildred. Yes, that's not going to happen. And you Monty Python fans, that is exactly what that little sketch was. Yes, all I have to do is get Gary set up with the initial part of it. He knows exactly where it's going.
I just need to know when to jump in.
Yeah. You get the cadence of the voice and pop the door open and say, aha, caught you, Mildred.
So I'm gonna.
Thoughts on that one?
I think
you commie pinko loving liberal.
I think that those cards would indicate that it has something to do with the conflict between Russia and Ukraine.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if it's Trump coming out and saying that he's brokered a deal, or if a deal got brokered and maybe Biden gets credit for it, and that takes another key away from Trump in the
the heartbreak and betrayal could be on the Trump side of things.
Yeah, exactly. That I was going to be the one to save you.
Now, if this was Kamala Harris and folks like that coming out there, it could be any one of a number of things. It could be that heartbreak and betrayal could be, investigations into Trump administration folks, Rudy Giuliani, Lev Parnas, Igor Fruman. We just Rachel Maddow just had her little special with Lev Parnas and describing how they were trying to get rid of the ambassador for Ukraine. And Lev Parnas says, he didn't know anything about her. He only heard a few things. So he just said, oh, yeah, she's talking shit about you. And Trump's like, oh, what? Oh, get rid of her. Because all he had to say was she was talking. He didn't know if she was or not. He just made it up on the spot. But Trump was willing to believe it because that's who he is. And then Trump was also amazed to find out that Ukraine has oil. He had no idea. When I did a Trump Zelensky reading, why was Zelensky visiting him on Friday, my thought was Zelensky's playing him, saying, hey, there's going to be a lot of rebuilding that needs to be done in Ukraine. Houses, apartment buildings, skyrise, towers, Trump towers.
A lot of developments.
A lot of development opportunity. There's going to be a lot of money in there. You can play Trump like a fiddle.
Yep.
You can get some of those contracts, build some things, put a T on it.
Put a gold-plated T on it.
Gold-plated toilets on the inside.
Yes, right.
Skim 20% off of that $billion project for yourself. Who's going to know?
So I'm going to throw on that Three of Swords.
Go for it.
Is that a heartbreak for Trump and the Republicans?
Who's going to know? Nobody's going to know. Oh, don't look at that card.
I just want to make sure they're right.
Exactly. Oh, my.
Okay.
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Yeah,
God, don't let him see this card.
No. I better bury that card.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. See what we got here. Okay, foundation of the reading is Judgment card.
You're so judgmental.
Yes.
It's your bias coming through yet again.
Blowing the horn, getting the faithful to stand up and take notice.
See, now, already it's like, you need to keep the card right about here.
Yeah, okay.
Because you always do that. You put it up here so it's centered on the screen. Then invariably you have to pull it down.
It's like how I drive. I drive with myself going down the middle of the lane.
Yes.
I don't care that
on a two-way road, you're right down the middle of the lane.
I don't care that the right side of the car is hitting the
playing hogs of the road.
Cross with the hangman. So, looking at things from a different perspective. So this could very well be. We're looking at some sort of solution in Ukraine.
And the low energy of the hangman is also throwing somebody under the bus.
Yes.
And that's that would be the normal October surprise thing. It's like, haha, guess what just happened? I'm throwing this person under the bus. Mm-hmm. Let's watch the fun.
Underneath it all, Page of Cups. Someone's looking silly.
Yep.
Someone's going to be made to look quite foolish.
Yeah, and again, if we're looking at like a MAGA thing, or...
yeah, it's right now. I'm trying to be open-minded.
Right.
This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm trying to be open-minded, but boy, oh boy, this is smelling like dead fish in the Republican camp to me.
Yeah, I mean, this would be like something like the revelation that there's a recording of Zelensky talking with Giuliani. Giuliani saying, "Start that investigation." Kind of like Trump's perfect phone call. There's like corroboration of it. That would be one example of it.
Or it could be, hey, this is what Trump's solution to the war was.
Yeah. Or let's say let's go the other way. If there was an attack on, let's say, Tim Walz, and they're going to go after, there's going to be some student somewhere saying that he did something inappropriate with them. Mm-hmm. That would be another example of what this spread could mean. But carry on.
Yeah.
Stealing. I'm trying not to usurp your
let's see.
Your read here. Just throwing out the different possibilities, that would benefit one party or benefit the other party.
In the past, we had the Ten of Cups. The happy, fulfilled family.
We got the party of family values.
Yeah, party of family values, that's for sure. Everything was going great.
That was the first time that there was a crack in me with the Republican Party when they were touting family values. And I'm like, I don't need my political party to do that. Tell me about the policies that you're going to put in place. Yeah. What are you going to do for the economy? What are you going to do for the military? What are you going to do to improve the U.S.'s presence around the world? What are you going to do? I want these things. Don't tell me about morality. I've got that sorted myself. Get out of my bedroom. Mm-hmm. Jerks. And guess what? It only got like 100 times worse after that.
The worst part was we shared a room at the time.
No, I was out of the house at that point.
Oh, were you? Okay. Yeah. All right. So...
family values didn't come to like the early 90s.
Current energy is the world. Things coming to an end. This could be, hey, life in Ukraine was great before the war. We were the breadbasket of Europe, and we're in this war. But maybe this is finally coming to an end.
And the world card could also mean international things, which would factor right back into Ukraine. I still think it's going to be Ukraine.
Okay, it's the
unless Viktor Orban is coming in here and talking about his illiberal democracy and his views.
Overarching energy is the Eight of Swords. If we're going with the conflict, Putin has put himself in this position where he doesn't have a good way out of this. He rattles the nuclear saber because that's the only thing he's got left. Ukraine is counterattacked, and they're taking territory in Russia, and the Russians are finally starting to contest some of this.
Right.
But
they had to move assets. It took them a while to get their logistics over there because they had an offense going on down further south in the country.
And a lot of the speculation was Zelensky was just doing this to get some of the pressure off of his defensive, but it's proved to be so successful that it's kind of taken on its own life.
Before you throw the next card,
yes,
did you watch Cash Peters' show this weekend?
No, I haven't seen it.
Have you seen? Okay, are you familiar with his thoughts on Trump making a deal with Netanyahu, holding him over the cliff?
Oh yeah, the cliff was going to crumble underneath both of them.
What if this is about Israel and their current things with Lebanon and Palestine?
It could equally apply, right?
Right, because if he made a deal with you got that.
Oh sure.
You got that page of cups underneath there. This could be the revelation of the deal that Trump made with Netanyahu.
With Netanyahu, yeah.
It's like, because that's where they're throwing the bus. It's supposed to be a secret deal. And a secret deal that's been revealed, somebody's getting thrown under the bus for it. And then, Netanyahu's stuck. Or Trump is stuck. Somebody's stuck with this.
But once again, the way Netanyahu and Trump are kind of aligned, this is not going to be positive news.
Jesus, I mean, it just... you keep saying we're not going to have World War III. We're not going to have World War III. This is the type of BS that gets you to World War III. You know what I mean?
And that's what
there's your conflict.
Yeah. The lesson to be learned is the Five of Wands, the chaos and conflict. I mean, once again, this is a Trump card. Trump loves chaos and conflict. Yeah. It raises his energy level. His vibration thrives on this.
Yeah, because he can't generate any light or positivity himself, so he needs energy from somewhere. He's like the ultimate energy vampire, like an energy leech.
That's the outcome.
Just like during the January 6th. The whole January... Oh, it could also be Jesus Christ, Gary. It's January 6th with Jack Smith.
Could it?
Well, I'll let you finish it, but...
Oh, yeah, because that's, he's coming forth with Judge Chutkan. He's got...
Yeah, here comes Judge Chutkan. The evidence from Jack Smith's going to be revealed. It's about the United States, the end of the Trump administration, and, the people being held hostage. It's just, this is the government being held hostage during the riot.
Page of Wands.
And somebody's talking. It this could just be the evidence that's being presented.
Yeah,
It could be any one of those things. Now, again, if we're back to Israel, here's your pyramids. Here's the Middle East.
Yep.
And your conflict and expansion in the Middle East. If it's January 6th,
if it's Ukraine. That's not a very Ukrainian. Of course, after all the bombs, it might.
Well, it could be the things that's leading to peace talks or further action, something along those lines.
And if it's J6,
it's January 6th. It's here's the evidence about the thing being presented, and Judge Chutkan moving that case along, showing what was happening with the evidence that was coming out.
Yeah, I mean, because we're starting we're in uncharted waters. It almost, if you had the Hermit out there, that would almost be the perfect ending if it was Chutkan's. But we've got this new message coming out. This is kind of the equivalent to the Ace of Wands, right? It's kind of a new message, a youthful message, a message that's kind of in its beginning, and it's the beginnings of this messaging. It could be finally the Republicans are starting to look at the J6 evidence, because Lord knows they didn't watch the congressional hearings on it.
Yeah,
because that was just a bunch of Nancy Pelosi Democrats testifying against their favorite president.
Even though every person who testified was a Republican.
Yeah, I think they had
the Trump administration.
Yeah, they only had one Democrat that testified in the entire hearings, one or two. I mean, it was ridiculous. It was the Republican who's who of the Republican Party.
But there's the thing: the Trump supporters, the Fox News watchers, they don't fact check a damn thing. They just Fox said it was a bunch of liberal Democrats. That's all I need to know.
Yep. Yeah, we have some family friends that, you just hear them quoting Fox and Friends. So do you want to do a little clarifier if it's Jan 6 versus?
Yeah, let's just do a little four-carder, and it could be all of them. Let's see. Is this a?
Oh my God, that'd be one hell of a surprise.
Is it a Jan 6 thing? Truth being revealed. Information coming out fast. It's broadcasted. People are celebrating. We're getting the info that we need. And Six of Swords, moving from choppy waters to calmer shores. The Star card. Look at that. Yeah. You got the Star card and the Sun card.
Yeah.
With the celebration. Yeah, this is kind of like this is the secret sauce that the United States needs. I think whatever this is that comes out, and especially if it's January 6th, this is what puts Kamala, if she wasn't already over the top already, this puts her over the top.
Yeah, this is my Democrats winning the election card. That always comes up when we're looking at that.
Rise of the Age of Aquarius, the power of women. It's going to be there for us to see. And it's going to be the type that sends people that, like when Gary had the MAGA card, the ones that were going to go out there and vote for Trump, they're not motivated to vote for him anymore.
Yeah.
This is just going to be the people that watch it and listen and understand it. They're going to be like, oh, just no. Just like, I just can't. And
kind of like how everyone out there, when you hear Trump's voice, it's the same feeling you get. It's just like, I just can't listen to this moron talk anymore.
Yeah, for those, when you can't watch the presidential debate. Yeah, it just like,
I can't.
I don't want to hear the lies. I don't want to hear his voice.
Yeah, no. Yeah, just no.
When I watched the Biden Trump debate, that was like, okay, I've just got to get through this because I got to hear Biden, and just kept getting more and more frustrated because nothing was happening. And watching the Harris one. It's like I really want to hear Harris. I want to see how she handles them because I know she's going to be able to handle them. And actually, let me say that I never saw the Biden debate. I saw highlights of it, but regardless,
I saw it. It was a Trump rally. It sucked.
Well, yeah, I did. No, I did see it because I just remember thinking, get angry, call him out on this.
Fight back, damn it!
Stop letting him lie. With Harris, no, she was in control the full time. The only thing, initial expectation was she's not answering the first question. Not really answering. But he's not going to either. Okay, fine. That's just the way it's going to be, and then go with it from there. And everything was going great. She was poking fun at him. His crowd's leaving. People were bored with him. Heaven forbid she talk about his crowd size. And then the dogs and cats. That led to the dogs and cats moment.
They're killing the dogs. They're killing the cat.
And she's like, this guy, he crazy. Anything else?
No, I think that's what we got there. So it looks like there is going to be an October surprise. We've got a couple of options of what it's going to be, but it does not look like it's an October surprise that's going to benefit
Mr. Trump
and the Republicans. No.
Yeah, there might be a Ukraine thing that comes out. I think that'll be part of it. But yeah, I honestly think it's going to be the Judge Chutkan revelations from that case.
That's true because the first card I don't know if it was the foundation, it was the Six of Pentacles where you got you've got the
weighing
of justice.
which scales justice and weighing the evidence. What can I share with people and what needs to stay
exactly
secret.
That's if I was a betting man, I'd be betting Jan 6. The Jack Smith Jan 6 stuff is going to be really it's going to derail Trump, even completely derail him.
Yep. And Judge Chutkan just doesn't seem to be overly concerned about the election that's going on. It's like she is treating like, what election are you talking about? And we got a court case that we got to keep moving.
Isn't she a boss?
Yeah.
Total boss.
She's a total queen. Okay, thank you everyone for watching this video and supporting our channel.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Please give us a thumbs up if you like this. Subscribe if you really like it. Leave a comment. I read every single comment and I respond to many of them.
All right. Thank you again. We'll catch you on the next video. Take care.
Bye.